Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will guide you through the complete process of preparing a 3D model for printing using Bambu Studio, which is BambuLab's own slicer. This video will show you everything you need, from importing an STL to sending the job wirelessly to your printer. If you are using Orca Slicer or Prusa Slicer, this video will also be useful for you, as all those three slicers are practically the same. So once you open Bambu Studio, the first thing you want to do is import your model. You can either drag and drop the STL file into the center of the screen, or click the File and Import on the top left and choose your file manually. Once loaded, your object appears on the virtual print bed. Now that the model is in, you can move, rotate and scale it. On the top toolbar, you will see icons for moving, to reposition on the bed, rotate, in case your model needs reorientation, scale, helpful if you need to adjust the size, and lay flat, which is a quick way to make sure your model sits properly on the bed. There is also an auto-arrange function if you are placing multiple objects. It helps optimizing the layout. If your model is too big or needs editing, click the Cut tool on the top. You can split the model in half and print it in pieces. This is useful for larger prints or if you want to avoid supports. Now we can go to the print settings on the left side of the screen. Let's break down a few key settings. Layer height, which controls your print quality and speed. Lower layer height equals more details but longer print times. The standard value is 0.2 mm for 0.4 mm nozzle. Seam settings let you decide where printer should start and stop printing each layer. Useful if you are printing decorative parts that needs to look good from the front. Walls. This is how thick your outer shell is. More walls, stronger print. A typical value is 2 or 3 perimeters. Top-bottom shells. Here you can decide how many full layers with 100% infill do you want on top and bottom of your model. In default it's 3 bottom layers and 5 on the top, and it's pretty good setting for the printing to look good. Infill. This controls how solid your object is inside. For decorative prints, then 15% infill is enough. For functional parts, you can go higher, maybe 30 to 40%. There are different infill patterns too, like grid, gyroid, cubic, each with its own use. In my personal opinion, gyroid is the best one when it comes to ratio of strength to used material. If you don't care about the strength but want just a quick print, look at lightning infill. It will be much better for that. Under the speed section, you can set how fast the printer moves during each phase. If you are printing with PLA or PETG and have a Bambu printer, the default speeds are quite fast, but feel free to slow it down if you want better detail. Lower outer wall speed will give better visual results. In this tab you can also set accelerations. The default ones are okay, but if for some reason your prints don't look good or you can see layer shifts, it's good to decrease the accelerations for better results. Let's also look at the volumetric flow limit. This limits how much material can be pushed through the nozzle per second. You will find it in the material settings. For PLA, it's set at 12 mm per second for generic PLA settings, PETG around 8 to 9 mm per second for generic PETG settings, and TPU requires much lower flow, about 3 mm per second for generic TPU settings. While we are at this tab, here you can also set the temperatures of nozzle and bed and cooling settings, if you need to change the work of the fans. If your model has overhangs, go to the Support tab. Here you can enable automatic support generation and choose support type, density, and where to place them, everywhere or only on the build plate. You can also manually decide where do you want to use supports. You can also add brim or raft, useful for models with small bed contact area. If you are using AMS or AMS Lite, Bambu Studio supports multicolor printing. There are several ways to paint. By part, if your model has multiple STLs combined, by layer height, if you need a simple color switch at certain height, or by paint tool, which lets you literally paint different parts of a single STL and assign colors. Once all the settings are ready, hit the Slice button on the top right. This will generate a preview of your print, including estimated time, filament usage, cost, and even a layer-by-layer playback in the G-code preview. Take a moment to look through the layers to make sure everything looks right. If your printer is connected via Wi-Fi, just click Print Place and Send, and your print will start. You can also save the file to SD card, send to cloud, or export FreeMF or G-code manually. And that's it. That's the full workflow, from STL to print, in Bambu Studio. Once you get used to it, the slicer is one of the fastest and most reliable tools out there. If you have other printers than BambuLab, check Orca Slicer. It looks basically the same as Bambu Studio. If you found this tutorial helpful, leave a like and drop a comment below if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe for more 3D printing tips and guides, and see you in the next video.